you'll get lots of answers from AI. Some of them will be good ones.
Yeah.
Same way you will from anybody else. Some of them will be good ones. So,
I mean, I guess is there an opportunity for you though to like get really good at that? Like if that's a huge pain point I'm hearing, right, from the organization, how do you develop something that maybe that is your agent, right? Of going around taking you've put all of the data in around this machine, you've worked with your partners, I don't know. Seems like an opportunity to kind of build out your own little AI technician.
yeah, and there are lots of ways of doing that. Now, the challenge with it, I think, and in the agents that we built, we're finding is that you had to draw the right line between what one agent can do and what multiple agents are needed for. The you might have just one that's responsible for monitoring the health of one piece of equipment and making recommendations for what's changing based on what's changing, and that might be one agent. You know, you might even break it down to that particular piece of equipment has three different problems that it
Yeah.
tends to surface, and you have three different agents to monitor each of those. You could do that,
Uh-huh.
and then a fourth to pull it all together and say this is doing that, this is doing that, and this is doing that. I am curious if from the conference this week they talked about the level of detail that goes into what one agent can do versus what many agents are needed for.
I'm trying to find my Oracle map because I threw it away because it was so ridiculous. No offense, Oracle. Well, offense, Oracle. Right. And so I think that that's part of the problem to answer this question. They gave us this big schematic of all of these different agents,
Mhm.
specifically in their HCM system. Right. And that was really the team that was there.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. But it leads to additional confusion on like what an agent is and what an agent does. Right.
Mhm.
And I think that's a huge challenge is now we've gone to the conversation AI agents. What does that actually mean for your organization? And that's where I'm seeing a lot of kind of these new startups run just rampant, like selling these agents to these industry specific people. And then all of the sudden, they have no management nor ownership of that agent. And they gave all of their data away to some stranger out across the street. So I think again, they profit from your confusion, right? So handing someone a map with 17 different agents on it and trying to help them understand like what each agent does isn't really that effective. Mapping your own system and seeing more opportunities for agents, that you have to remember that's part of that business discipline. So
Yeah.
I think I can't find it because I honestly threw it away. But that's what we're kind of seeing right now is this overwhelming like, hey, I'm going to tell you all of these agents, it's going to be like a whole department for you, not realizing that that agent is just an automation, right? It's a network of agents that make
Right.
different decisions and take measurements in order to support a certain area of your business.
Well, yeah, and I remember you sharing that with me, and what stood out to me the most is it's task level stuff, right? That every task, every normalized tasks from a human resources and HCM package function is broken out and given its own agent in a way that's interesting to me in that what's the like every single little question that you could get that's a complicated answer from an employee. What is the best benefits package for me based on what this company offers? They have an agent specifically for that.
Mhm.
Just that benefits analysis. You know, um, how do I manage my employees' paid time off, and how do I track that? Who's tracking to be who's overusing or whatever? There's an agent just for that paid time off management for your employees, and these are individual functions of an HCM system that they plugged in agents for. That I think is an interesting tactic in saying, well, it's just another, it's a digital employee. Is the approach that feels more like.